So in the last episode, I just received this 200 amp hour Line-Act lithium battery. Gonna have more power than I know what to deal with. Gonna be able to do 2 crock pots at the same time in here. And I'm just trying to charge it up now. Then I'm gonna build some shelving around it. I'd like to have the DC to DC charger like this. Then this big guy like this. And have a piece of plywood in front of it. And mount the fuse panel on there so it's easy to access. I don't really have like a specific floor plan or anything designed. I'm just figuring it out as I go. I would like to have a fridge with like a swinging door on it. I don't like the ones that you have to reach down into because the stuff you always need is at the very bottom. So I'm thinking have the fridge here, kitchen, roof vent, and I'd love to have a wood stove, but that's just so far away. I can't really think about that right now. It's embarrassing how long it's taken me to figure this out and put it together, but I want it to be really strong because the battery's heavy. This part is removable if I ever need to slide the battery out, and it's up off the ground a good distance so warm air can circulate underneath it. I can snug these in so it's not wiggling around, and I'm also going to put a support in the middle so all the weight's not resting on the edges. I can't remember how I said I was going to arrange this morning, but this is how it's going to go now. Just like this, then I'll even have room above it for a drawer or something there. That battery charger has been going non-stop all day and this thing is still not topped up. I temporarily hooked up my inverter, it's working. I can charge up my phone or my power tools now. But I'll show you guys tomorrow when it's light again. I'm exhausted. I'm going to go to bed and dream of some crock pot recipes. Let's see if we can get this thing to finish charging up today. So this is as far as I got yesterday. There is support under the middle of the battery. I had the inverter plugged on, but I just took it off. I got to chop these wires down. And then I can reuse that wire to hook up the DC to DC charger, which I'll be able to use in the low current mode until I get my high output alternator installed. I'm going to have to take everything off anyways to paint it all. I just put it all there to size it up. And I've got a Blue Sea Systems terminal block fuse for the inverter, but of course the fuse part got delayed in the mail, so I'll have to wait on that. We did it! I managed to charge this up and switch the power over to my space heater now. I'll try out this paint. My power plant is all hooked up, but like I said, I gotta put a fuse right there. Hopefully I'll have that very soon. The dip switches are set to lithium, and I've just temporarily rigged up this wire so that I can run the charger in low current mode. I've tested it. It works. So, on to the next thing. Okay, my plans are changing once again. I think this is why I didn't do any build videos on the minivan, but I don't want to have the fridge up here anymore. There's too much weight centered on this area, and this is going to be my kitchen. I don't want to just like block out a big chunk of the area, so I'm going to build a platform on this end of the bed and have the fridge up there. It's a 50-liter truck fridge is what I'm looking at. I don't know if I mentioned that already. What else? Oh, I'm really starting to appreciate how ergonomically designed the minivan was. Everything just fit perfectly. With this, I have so much space to fill in. I'm just kind of at a loss because, like, if I build a table here, it's so deep. I don't know how I'd be able to access anything at the very back, so I just gotta think it over. It's taken a lot of time to think it over. As much as I want to stop sleeping on this air pad, it's a good thing I didn't order my foam mattress because now it's going to be narrower down at that end where my feet are. I'm kind of like the Jackson Pollock of van design. I just wing it as I go. I I can finally show what I've been cobbling together all day, so I can prepare food over here and have some shelves for my pots and all that. Then this side is raised because I want to stick with the same design as the minivan with the slide out induction, roof vent up there, gas stove underneath. Just stick with what works. And this area at the back, I'm going to cut out a slot at the top, and that'll be my garbage chute. Oh, you know what? This thing has a vent. Shoot, I should probably put a hole in the bottom. Oh yeah, look at that. We're getting close to having a functional setup now. I might do the roof vent tomorrow if I can find one, pick one up today. Then I gotta still do the gas cooking stove, and I need to make sure that I have a really good sealed up countertop on here. I don't want any liquids to drip down onto the inverter and all that stuff. I'll put a door on here and maybe some kind of covering on there as well. As for the back, I might just leave that unfinished for the time being. I'm feeling like I need to get back out of the mountains, not getting enough exercise. I'm eating very poorly. I'm huffing paint in here, so it's time to get my life back in order. I've been keeping the paintbrush tucked behind my license plate, that way it doesn't harden up. I put my order in for a roof vent yesterday. I'm just going to have to wait a bit until I receive it. Would have been awesome to do it today, but I'm also going to need a ladder in order to get up there on the roof. So I'm just going to work on this stuff for the time being. I want a door on here, and I got a couple of vents ordered so we get some airflow. And I also got to get my gas stove installed today. As for the faceplate on this one, I'm going to glue it on, and I got to redo this one. It's too far below my half-decent quality standards. So while we're waiting on this, I might as well answer some questions. Am I going to have a toilet in here? No, I don't want to deal with that. I've had no problems, even during the lockdown, finding toilets, so I see no reason to have one inside here. And I also don't want to have a sink. I don't want to deal with large quantities of wastewater. I'm just going to stick to the way I was doing it in the minivan. I had no problem with that. While this glue is drying up, I think it's time to edit a video and get something uploaded. You'll have to stay tuned to the channel, come back later to see how this all turns out. I hope you're enjoying the series so far as I build out a van while living in it while in the winter. So thanks for watching. Thank you to Patreon supporters, and I'll see ya in the next video.